Welcome to Fiesta Friday, my friends. I'm Jason Salas, and we thank you so much, as always, for tuning in right here on KUAM. We continue our Partnerships for Success program, courtesy of our good friends at the Peace Office, and we are pleased and privileged, that's how that works out, to bring Juanita Blas back, and Denise, thank you very much for being here. You are representing Island Girl Power. Now, a lot of people with those lovely shirts. How does your mission, we'll start with you, Juanita, how does that mission kind of blend into what the Peace Office does, educating Guamanians and motivating them to make wise choices, healthy choices, positive choices that lead to success?
Well, Island Girl Power has been around 14 years, and one of our consistent partners and actually mentors has been the Peace Office. Over the years, we've been supported because Island Girl Power's mission is so deeply rooted in prevention. If we can just prevent some of the social issues from happening to our young girls, then they'd be stronger families built on those females in the community. And Peace does that. They've offered training. They've connected with us with different resources for the program.
And I would say respectfully, probably the word is community, because you and your wonderful staff have always tried to give not only young people, but also, you know, like their caretakers, the people that look after them, their older siblings, you know, just a place to come and feel like they are a part of a community doing something positive. So Denise, what has been your takeaway from, for the work that they do?
Well, it's been fantastic for me. I'm recently here on Island and got an opportunity to work with Island Girl Power, and it is just that. It's about the community. We understand and recognize that, yes, our focus is young girls, but if we only work with young girls, we're not going to solve the issues that we're faced with, because they come from homes and they come from families and they live in a community, and that it really has to be really cohesive and holistic, and I think that's what Peace is looking at as well. So how do we engage the community to be a part of that process? And so it's not just us, and it's all of us working together to make a change. Now,
that's a pretty daunting challenge, and I know, Juanita, our conversations with you, we'll skip the part about organizationally and, like running, Island Girl Power itself, but, dealing with getting kids to come to and from, the events, and getting, you guys have tried to provide every single kind of amenity for the kids, all these different resources and everything like that. But as the person in charge of it, like, what are some of the challenges that you face, some of the roadblocks?
Challenges and roadblocks is just, I think, understanding family support, because they're coming from different types of families, different situations, different socioeconomic backgrounds, different cultures. And so being sensitive to everyone that's coming in and trying to be the organization kind of with our arms open and saying, come inside and let's see what we have to offer. Because yes, our girls program is 7 to 14-year-old girls, but everything else we do is open to the community. We work with teenagers for service learning. We work with those teenagers and adults for prevention education and suicide prevention, sexual assault awareness. With our wonderful partners, we're able to provide training for them and help them to be better prepared for their lives in the community. And so, we're just, the stumbling blocks is transportation a lot of time.
Yeah.
But we try to give incentives like gas coupons, because of wonderful sponsors in the community.
And one thing you've always tried to do, and I know, Denise, you probably contribute to Island Girl Power's mission greatly, is bringing, outside perspective, or, like a type of life experiences, or the different kinds of insights that you can bring. And you said you recently arrived here. So what has been your impression so far, like, of Guam, and, what the, I don't want to say clients, but, like the people that frequent Island Girl Power and everything like that, what has been, their experience there?
I think what's great is there's 2 locations that they have clubhouses at, so for the girls, and so there's the Moleso location in Dededo, and having had an opportunity to go to the 2 of them, it's really interesting to see the different young people that are coming. And so you've got young girls that are coming from Chuk and from Yap and from all of these different locations, and their life stories are very different. And that's what creates, as we said, it's not a melting pot, it's a salad. And so having all of those different pieces, so we didn't meld together to make one, but we created something that's bigger and better and greater. And I think it allows for the girls to learn from each other and to say, oh, you have that same similar issue as I do. I didn't realize that, and now it makes it a little bit more normal, but you do that differently, and so I can learn and do something different from you as well.
Do you mind if I use that phrase? It's not
Absolutely.
A melting pot, it's a salad. That was beautiful. that was, I think we're going to use that a few times in the new year.
Good, I like
We'll make sure to credit you, of course. Now, Juanita, what you're also telling, the young girls and all the people that come to Island Girl Power is, bringing the local perspective and saying, you know,
Right.
like you're experiencing this and you feel a part of the community, and you're also a Guamanian. So what do you instill in the people that come to Island Girl Power and say, you know, like this is your home, this is who you should be.
Right.
We're all getting along here.
We're all living on the same island, so empowers prevention education, encourage is skill building, and inspire, those are our mottos. Inspire is all about environmental projects and cultural pride. And so we all live on the same island, and we have so many wonderful environmental projects that we promote. And it's just about, we're all in it together, and we're just trying to make the world and make our island a better place.
Now, talking about the Peace Office, what has your relationship been with them as far as, you know, you said they've provided mentorship for you over the years and everything like that. What's been the dialogue back and forth with them?
The dialogue with Peace is that, you know, we're really on the right track. We're working on all the prevention angles and all of our objectives with assessment and focus groups. We've gone through so many processes to get to where we're at now. And we're ready for the next phase of doing our community action plan.
All right, well, please sit tight. We're going to have you guys back on the show later on. And ladies and gentlemen out there in TV land, please stay tuned because we have some more coming up on Fiesta Friday. We will bring Denise and Juanita back. Later, we're going to talk about an event that's coming up for Island Girl Power. So please stay tuned. You're watching KWAM.